Good morning, Aries. This is David with Tarot and Astrology for All, bringing you your full moon reading. And sorry, guys, that I didn't get to do your new moon reading, but as I see everything and in the universe and how it works, a lot of the messages that are meant to come out don't come out until later. It could be that Aries, to one degree or another, were having to learn certain things before they had the ability to hear this message. So, I don't know your journey. I'm about to find out a little bit about it and hopefully shed some light on whatever you might be going through. But let's see what the animal spirits have for us. For those of you not familiar or new to these readings that I do, these readings are lunar guided. So, with the full moon having been last night, I could not sleep. I actually woke up at like 3:30 this morning or 4 o'clock, somewhere around there, and spent the time getting some stuff done. Being productive, uh, and getting some information that was pretty interesting to say the least. Even being a tarot reader and into it, I look at other tarot readers. So, look at other readers aside from myself. And also, yes, I use the tarot, but a lot of these readings are intuitive. So sometimes I might not go by the meaning of the card. I've learned to trust my intuition. I've learned to trust the energy that I feel, right? So, with that being said, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and shuffle these cards, and whatever card is at the bottom before I shuffle it a couple more times is the card that's going to be somewhat of an important thing. Uh, it'll show the energy that you may be encompassing right now. It could show the energy that you may be encompassing in the future. However, if it so happens to be the same card as the ones that I draw, well, I mean, easily said. So with this new moon energy that was going on in Taurus, right now the moon, if I'm not mistaken, is, let's see. Ooh, no, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna have to look at this on my phone. But regardless of what's going on, this message here is supposed to be for you guys. All right, so just so you guys know, these readings are not date specific. They are for whenever you see them, and well, you might not see them for a couple days. You might not see them uh, right when they come out. Some of you might see them when they come out. Who knows? So let's see. Iris, True Node. Okay, so today is November the 11th, right? And sorry that I'm taking so long, Aries, but it could be that. Okay, so it's at 3 Gemini. All right, cool. This is in a way, what I'm getting out of this is there's a certain communication, there's a certain call that needs to be made. I almost feel like some of you guys have been going through somewhat of a, how would I say, a troubling period where maybe there might have not been communication. But I do feel like maybe this is a call from some significant other. Maybe it's somebody else that you know that's been trying to call out to you. So I want to say that either this could be a call from you, or this could be a call from somebody else, and or this could be a call from the universe. It can be either one of those three. So watch these spaces because it'll be very important for you to hear these messages that are coming from the universe, especially as we end this year and a lot of karmic cycles are being completed. A lot of things are coming to an end for those that are willing to do the work. All right, so let's see what we draw for the animal spirits. All right, the turtle. So I feel like a lot of you have like this great wisdom to you. Um, I want to say that a lot of you have been traveling through the dark. As you can see, the turtle is the alchemical symbol for water, and so I feel like maybe you guys have been stuck in your emotions. I do feel that to whatever degree you guys have probably been protecting yourself as you swim through this darkness, and I just want to say that things are going to come to an end. Let's see if they actually come to an end fairly quickly, or if this is going to be somewhat of a long drawn out process. On 11/11 was the opening of a portal. I've been seeing everywhere all sorts of tarot readers and intuits and all sorts of different people talking about this 11/11 portal, which is going to end at 12/12. And this is around the time when Jupiter will enter into Capricorn. So there's that. All right, let's see. Let's see what Source has for you guys as we move into the second half of November. Yeah, see, you guys have been reaching out. You guys have been trying to find answers. Is what I see. These are answers on the emotional level, and I do feel like this that it's necessary for you guys to see the patterns in life, right? To read between the lines, so to speak. And this right here is the alchemical symbol for fire. So you guys are trying to move into your own element, and I do feel that to one degree or another, you guys are trying to go through some kind of emotional healing. And I do have to say that if you guys are looking to gain some emotional healing, to try to ground yourselves or anything like that, I think I might have mentioned it in another video for who was it? Uh, it may have been a general reading for everybody, but for the fire signs, it might be necessary for you guys to focus on a flame, whether it be a candle, whether it's a campfire. But I do feel like you guys need to go into nature. Go out, maybe pick up a stone somewhere, wherever it is that you guys decide to go to, and if you really feel like it, I suggest that you guys get a yellow aventurine. It fills one with compassion and understanding, and alleviates grief and centers emotions. So there we go. We have that. All right. So now, what I want to do is explain a little bit about the octopus. The octopus is a very, very intelligent creature. The octopus, in and of itself, is a very adaptable creature, a very flexible creature. And I do feel like Spirit is asking for flexibility from you. Um, I know you guys are pretty flexible. You guys go off of your gut instinct. You guys are the ones least likely to hold on to various different emotional, physical, or even mental ideas, mental pain, mental suffering, anything like that. So I feel like Source at this point in time is asking you to look at the details, and details seems to be a key word here. So let's draw some fairy cards and see what this information is that's trying to come through and how exactly this fits in with the animal spirits. I feel like it's necessary for you guys to give a shout out to the spirits, to give a shout out to Source, to give a shout out to your angels, right? And in the process of doing so, I do feel like the angels will answer your call by giving you this by opening up your third eye, allowing you to read between the lines, and allowing you to find the answers that you seek. Now, one thing that comes to mind when I think about the zebras also is that zebras, they're willing to fight uh, until they get like brutally maimed, and I mean, obviously, once they get hurt enough, they pass away, they die. But I do feel that you guys are going to be encompassing somewhat of that energy of the zebra. So, watch this space. Watch your anger, watch your aggression, Aries. It's going to be necessary during this portal time when people are being transformed and being activated. That fire principle behind it is important. Okay, so the collection of pixies is usually a card of, going into groups, and at the same time, it's one of those cards that that speaks of having to go and do what your duty is. Now, I do feel that with this card in the reverse, I feel like some of you guys are trying to do things alone, and with the card being number 48, I do feel like there's stability in these karmic changes that are happening to you right now. But as this number uh, reduces down to 12, and then once again 3, it speaks about moving forward with balance, and this is what's going to create that stability for you guys. But at the same time, it's asking for you to connect to divinity because um, with the threes are usually the numbers of God or the Trinity. For those of you who follow any type of religion or anything like that, threes are considered to be divine numbers. It's half of the eight, so to speak. If you really take a look at that number, it's half of the eight. So I do feel like you guys need to call out to source, to the divine, whoever it is that you, yeah. And aside from that, regardless of whether you guys are going through a dark time or not right now, I do feel like with this eight coming out once more, right? I don't know if you guys could see that, but there's an eight right there. With the Singer of Courage, it's asking you to move forward with courage, to move forward with conviction. It's actually asking you to download this energy from source. And I do feel like maybe this is what you guys need to ask the spirits for. I mean, this actually seems to be pretty straightforward. I mean, usually usually the spirits, play around with us, especially the fairies, and they don't tell us exactly what we need to know, but that's something that we figure out while we're going through our journeys. All right, let's see what else the fairies have to tell us. All right, so I do believe that some of you guys are not yet ready for this journey. Like I said, some of you guys are going to be experiencing endings, some of you aren't. But there's certain things that you guys have to learn. I do feel like it's this necessary balance to do your duty within not just your own area, but also within a group dynamic, right? You guys are used to going it alone. You guys are used to being the lone wolf, and I do feel that like this, in a sense, has gotten to a point where maybe you guys are causing some mischief because the collection of pixies, they're usually helpful creatures. Um, but when they have nothing to do, they get into mischief. And I do feel that to whatever degree, you guys are possibly getting into some kind of mischief that is not good for you. So let's see. In the same sense, I do feel like there's a sense of boredom here. Um, I mean, emotional instability, but there's a sense of boredom here that is not allowing you to move forward. And uh, of course, with this emotional instability, you're there's a necessary need to call out to the universe for courage to move forward. Yeah, see, I feel like you guys are blocking that energy that's trying to come in from the universe. This card right here comes out to a 7, and so with the fairy godmother, it's about gifts, it's about talents. These are gifts from the universe, and I do feel that to whatever degree, you guys are holding back. A lot of this energy that I see right here on these in this spread is talking about not connecting to the universe, not allowing yourself to move forward, maybe even kind of adding hurdles to your path that don't need to be there. And with the fairy godmother in the reverse, I do feel like you guys aren't listening to whatever it is that source has to tell you. You guys are pretty much floundering, and somebody's trying to throw you that buoy, that floaty thingy with the rope on it, that big donut, and you guys are like, no, no, I'm fine, I don't need it. But I do feel that it's necessary for you guys to grab a hold of it because in a way you guys have been psychically calling out to the universe or will be psychically calling out to the universe for this help. And the universe will not help anybody who does not ask for that help. So that being said, the singer of initiation, see, that's very interesting actually because with the singer of initiation, what you're being asked to do is to get ready for a conclusion. Uh, And this conclusion, it has to do with activating your innate talents, your innate abilities. With the dark lady at the bottom, I do feel like this is one of those things that's going to create strength within your life. And I do feel that as you build this strength, um, what happens is that you get ready for this initiation. You get ready for yourself to walk through the gate. And as you walk through this gate, you gain courage. But not only that, you actually gain the ability to be helpful within a group setting. And even if you're an Aries and you like to work alone, you have the ability to delegate various different things to different groups, so that everybody as a whole has the ability to move forward. And what's interesting here is that you have the six, right, and then the seven right here, and then you got eight, right, and then you got nine. So this is a step-by-step process that's going on here, and I actually like it because when you think about the step-by-step process of anything that goes on within the universe, it's usually predecessing something else in the future. And I do feel like there's a necessary need for you guys to ground yourselves so that you have the ability to move forward with a new sense of passion. I do feel that the singer of initiation is what's going to open up your third eye, right? Or this fulfillment of you calling out to the universe and getting these answers that you need. Because when the fairy godmother comes out in the reverse, I do feel like you guys are purposely blocking it. I mean, maybe not even purposely. Maybe you guys are unconsciously blocking it, and I know your gut. I know your gut's telling you don't. Accept this energy. Um, let this energy flow through you. Let this energy guide you. And I say that because with the Dark Lady, she's got that crescent moon right there at the top of her head, and that's your intuition telling you. Like everything that the fairies have been saying is all about trusting your intuition, and at the same time, the fairy godmother, she has that crescent moon right here at the top too. I don't know if you guys could see it, but she has that crescent moon, and it's all about intuition here. Um, your third eye, or the opening of your third eye, and the encompassing of this third eye energy, because you guys are meant to move forward with courage. I do feel that here in 2020, or at least getting you guys set up and ready for 2020, you guys are going to be leading something. You guys are going to be leading a group. You guys could be working on uh, getting a management position of some sort. I do feel that some of you guys are working on possibly opening up a new business. I do feel that a lot of the signs are working on opening up a new business, or you could be um, working with somebody who is opening a business. Now, at the same time, I do feel that you guys are feeling a little defensive about how you move forward with this. I do feel that you guys have been through a very, very rough time. And I say this because not only are these cards in the dark right here, but I do feel like you guys have been fighting quite a battle right here. You guys have been fighting the battle, looking for answers, but yet still staying strong, sticking to your guns, basically. And I have to say that once you alleviate this grief, or I mean, whatever grief you guys have been holding on to, and you come to this sense of compassion and understanding, then you'll be able to drop that wand, right? So, wow, this is a very, very strong message. um, let's see what else comes out. Oh, oh, okay. So I do feel that you guys have that message coming in from Source that's telling you, move forward with courage. But with this Mercury retrograde going on right now, I do feel that a lot of people are like this. The King of Swords in the reverse is somebody who's not really in control of their faculties all the way. Maybe they've fallen into a state of being quite defensive, right? But I do feel like with the Mercury retrograde, it's not allowing people to really really come to a space of understanding, or a space of clarity, I guess you could say. And with this lack of clarity, it's leaving people not just defensive but unable to move forward. But I do feel that during this time between the 11/11 portal opening and the closing of the portal on 12/12, that you guys are going to be initiated, which is actually really cool because as we go on from this new year. Yeah, see, I do feel like you guys don't feel stable at all, and that's the reason why you guys aren't able to move forward. However, I mean, from this standpoint here, I feel like it's necessary for you guys to connect to intuition because the connecting to the source is really the best way and really the best option in order to be able to move forward at this point, in order to be able to ground yourself, in order to be able to be in a space of quiet and calm, so that you have the ability to receive these intuitive messages from source. Yeah, see, because I do feel that this is what you're heading towards, right? Now, or at least this is what the fairy godmother is trying to lead you towards. Uh, I do feel that once you're able to listen to source, once you're able to listen to the messages that are coming in, and these messages are coming in. I know because I've been receiving messages. I know everybody else has been receiving messages, and it's just that with the Mercury retrograde, this is the period of time to reset, reassess, re-edit, and revise whatever plans we may have had. And once you're able to do that, with even through this Mercury retrograde, because a lot of the things that we aren't clear on may actually become clear during this time. Those of you with Mercury retrograde in your chart when you were born, I believe this is when you're going to see this clarity. And once you're able to see this clarity, your happiness is basically what's going to be at the forefront. And once you're able to do this inner work, then the universe is going to start moving mountains in your favor in order to be able to initiate you and to have you move forward with courage. All right. Yeah. See, the singer of initiation with the pentacles, or with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, it's saying that you're not ready yet. Um, I do feel that with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, the reason why you have not had any new starts, no new financial stability or anything like that, and have been feeling defensive, is because when you refuse to take that first step. And I do feel like this is business related in a way, because not only is I mean this could be uh, this could be law related, or court related. With the King of Swords, he usually talks about the law or court or anything like that. And I do feel like you're being asked to have courage within this. I do feel like regardless of whether what happens in that court case, and this doesn't pertain to all of you, but I do feel like regardless of what happens, that you guys are going to be in a space of happiness. I do feel like this is going to be some kind of ending, and once you're able to receive this ending, you guys are going to be able to move forward, which is actually really good because it's one of those free, liberating energies that I feel. And I do feel that with these liberating energies, yeah, see, I do feel that to whatever extent you guys have been feeling burdened by this, the uh, the fact that you are still trying to maintain a happy face, regardless of what's going on, is what's going to allow you to move forward. And once you're able to do that, you have this new beginning that's right up ahead. And I really like this because, in a sense, it's telling me that regardless of what's going on in your life right now, you should be getting ready for these new changes. And by getting ready for these new changes, I mean, sitting for a second, staring at a campfire, staring at something within your element. This could be as simple as sitting at home in the dark, or you know, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's been getting brighter, and I decided to do your guys' reading first in this space because with the sunrise, the beginning of the day, Aries being the beginning of all things, I do feel that it's necessary for you guys to hear this message first. Now, following your astrology, there's a unique uh, sense of self that you're going to gain from this. And at the same time, I do feel that once you actually tap into yourself, once you go deep within, once you give that call out to the universe, you're going to be able to move forward in a way that is quite unique, right? And at the same time, once you're able to move forward with this uniqueness, you have the ability to move forward in a way that not only can you communicate whatever it is that you feel inside, but at the same time, people are going to see this caring, nurturing side to you. Probably something that they haven't seen from you yet, for the majority of you. But um, but I mean, and and maybe in the home life, some of you guys have been experiencing some kind of instabilities, right? This could be family court, the family court related. I don't think that's for a lot of people, but I do feel that some of you guys are involved in some kind of family court, and at the same time, you guys are feeling defensive about this because maybe it came out of the blue, or maybe you knew about it already. Regardless, I do feel that these new beginnings that are going on, they're connected to this court case or whatever. But I do see you moving past them. I don't see any cards here for victory just yet. However, I do see things moving along, and and that's good because with the sun and Mercury in Scorpio right now, there's a lot of changes that are going on. There's a lot of deep research that's going on, and I do feel that there's a lot of things that are kind of kept secret right now, and those things will be exposed as time goes on. With Venus and Jupiter in the ninth house, some of you guys have been feeling like adventures, right? I just hit the adventuring right now as I was saying that, which is interesting because with the adventuring, it's a comforter and the healer stone. And you can use green adventuring to loosen and release this negative energy and energy blockages, which is uh, which is actually really yeah, it's yeah. I mean, it couldn't be any clearer, guys. You guys right now have in the whole house astrology, you guys have Saturn and Pluto going through your 10th house. So I do feel that if some of you guys are CEOs, you guys may be firing people, you guys may be purging the company of uh, unnecessary drains on those finances. And I do feel like doing so is going to actually cause you to be happy. However, I do feel like there are some elements here that are going to be necessary for you guys to kind of connect to source to know who to cut off and who to keep, etc., etc., etc. Because with Neptune in the 12th house, some of you guys might be feeling like the answers are lost to you. But with Neptune in Pisces, this is actually the perfect time to connect to your spirituality, to connect to your intuition, to get ready for this initiation. Because once you actually do so, you guys will have all the answers. You guys will have the ability to not just to move forward, but actually to create something new from whatever it is that you are doing. If you own a company, this is a brand new way of moving forward. But you have to move forward together. You have to move forward as one entity, as a team, and move forward with courage. So, all right, that is the end of your reading, Aries. I do believe that the message that was supposed to come out, it has come out, and I don't feel anything else that's necessary to say. So, with that, I would like to end this reading. If you guys like this and it resonated with you, please like, share, hit that subscribe button down there somewhere. I can't remember where, and um, go ahead and hit that notification bell like right on either side of it. I can't. You guys know. You guys are the ones watching this video. So uh, I hope you guys have a good morning. I hope that you guys are going to be in great spirits now that Source has passed on this message that was necessary. And as a result, I hope that you guys can do the small inner work that needs to take place. Take those steps, right? Move forward with commitment. Do the assessment that you need to do. Let these karmic changes take place, right? Do the work that's necessary, and then reach that fulfillment that you guys deserve and should move into. With that, I would like to end this reading. I am David with Tarot and Astrology for All, signing out. Have a good day.